Hello friends, this is Russian Towards here, and it has been a while since I've made a video. But as you can see, I'm in my new place. I will now have a hopefully nicer background to do videos. I'm kind of trying to set up this animal corner here, which is definitely not set up yet, just so I have something nicer for my videos to be in the background. And have these really bright lights shining in my face, that kind of sucks. But in today's video, we're going to start setting up some of these cages so that I can get the animals going. So today's actually a video where I'm going to set up for a new edition. If you're following me on Instagram, you'll probably already know what this is. Recently we got a leopard gecko in at the pet store that was not well taken care of by their owner, to say the least. It wasn't eating, it has a crooked spine, so we're thinking maybe it didn't get enough calcium, has metabolic bone disease. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be setting up the Exo-Terra Leopard Gecko starter kit, and then we're going to go grab that leopard gecko from the pet store. So let's get started with the kit. So when you look at a box, this is what it looks like, minus the tear. I got a really good deal on this. Retails for about $100. I got it for $20 because the packaging is damaged and I work at the store, so it was a good deal in the end. So let's take a look at what's included in this kit. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, not this, I bought this separately. So here we have everything that is included in the kit. We have one desert heat wave heat mat. They don't even make these anymore. I think they now have changed the packaging, but one small desert heat mat, one leopard gecko cave. This is just the regular medium-sized Exo-Terra caves, perfect for a leopard gecko. One screen cover for glass aquariums, which seems like it will be fairly easy to put together. Look at that, a free cricket from the pet store. That's still alive, that's amazing. One shitty thermometer that I'm definitely not going to be using, so we can chuck that. Water conditioner, calcium powder, and a little water dish. This is great for hatchlings, but for an adult leopard gecko this bowl's a little small. I have some bigger ones lying around that I'll probably be using instead. A coupon book that fell apart, which comes with a coupon for free substrates, so definitely use that. And what looks like a 10-gallon glass aquarium. So now let's put all of this together to get it ready for the new edition. So let's start with the screen cover here, just so we have a lid on the terrarium, so that little cricket won't be jumping out. So it seems to be pretty easy to put together. Let's open it up. Well, it already came put together, so that makes my job easy. All I gotta do really is put it on and then slide the lid into here. Alright, that was easy enough. Next I'm gonna attach the heat mat to the cage. Really, I probably should have done this before I put on the lid, but it's too late now, so I'm gonna take the cage and flip it on its side so I can access the bottom, and then we're gonna glue the heat pad on. Now you will notice the heat pad comes with these 4 rubber stoppers, these spacers. They're very important. You want to attach one of these to each corner of the cage because you need to create some space underneath the cage for air to pass when you attach the heat mat. So very important that you put these on. They have a little foil on the back. You just peel it off and you attach it to each of the corners. For the heat mat, same thing. This white part right here, you can peel off and then glue the heat mat onto the cage. Make sure you glue it to one corner of the cage. So don't put it in the middle. Pick a corner and put it there just so you have a hot side and a cold side for your little leopard gecko. So I'm going to do that right now, and then we'll see what it looks like. Now that your heat mat is attached, you can place your terrarium where it is finally going to end up, because now you're going to fill it with substrate and it's going to get quite heavy. Now that I've placed my terrarium where I want it to be, I'm going to put the substrate in. Now I've chosen to go with this desert black sand from Exo-Terra for 2 reasons. One, it was free with a coupon, and 2, I thought it looked better than the white sand that they also had, so that's why I'm going with it. There's a little bit of a debate going on whether, you know, sand is better for leopard geckos or carpet. In the wild, they don't live on carpets, so I don't think sand will be of any harm. So I'm just going to dump this in here right now. Just open up the bag and dump it in, and yeah. So now that the substrate's added and I've thrown the cricket off an 11th floor balcony, we can add decorations, but it's really, in this case, it's not much. It's one water bowl, so I've chosen the bigger one that I still had lying around. So it's not as new and pretty, but it holds more water, which I think is more important. And the cave that came with the cage, which I literally already have 3 of, but you know, whatever. So there we have it. That is the basic leopard gecko setup that you get when you pay for the Exo-Terra Leopard Gecko starter kit. So now all you really have to do is add a leopard gecko, put some water in, close the lid, which, there we go, close the lid, and you'd be done. However, I am not quite done. You might have also saw that I got myself a UVB bulb for the leopard gecko, which again is debated if they need it or not, but since this guy has a calcium deficiency essentially, I thought I'd help him out with processing the calcium a little bit. So I got a fairly weak, it's the former 5.0 Exo-Terra UVB bulb, and Exo-Terra doesn't make the best UVB bulbs anyway, so I got a fairly weak one. So we're going to throw that on top of there just to help the leopard gecko out a little bit. This is about the time when it pays to have old equipment lying around. I still have this lamp stand here. It's a little dusty, but this will do the job just fine. So I'm going to take this lamp stand, put it by the cage here, and I think the UVB bulb can just be placed in the middle of the cage, since I don't really have to worry about it producing any heat. It's just about putting light in there. Then I'm going to take this old dome that I also still had lying around, which has a nice handy little hook on it, really hang it on there, and in the end it's going to look something like that, hovering right above the screen lid. So now every time I take the screen off, I don't have to take off the lamp. It's not really necessary, but it's a nice ease of use thing to have, and I don't think I've ever used these lamp stands correctly, so this is quite nice. And here's the UVB bulb, of course, nice and new and fresh. So I'm gonna attach that and I'll show you guys what the final setup looks like. And now the cage is fully set up. So as you can see, nice and simple really, describes this best. And now I just gotta wait a couple more hours for my girlfriend to show up, and then we're gonna go to the pet store together and collect the newest addition to the family. And here we are, freshly back from the pet store with the newest addition. So I'm gonna take him out here in a sec, but he's, as you can see, he's not a tiny little baby anymore. He's an adult. I don't know how old he or she actually is, but this is the newest addition to the reptile family here. Reptile geckos are also known to be pretty skittish. This guy is fairly good, so he'll just sit in your hand, and which is nice because he doesn't eat on his own right now, so you need to kind of force feed him, and that is easy because he doesn't try to run away while he's in your hand, so that's nice. So yeah, I'll put him in his new cage, which we just all set up together, and he'll probably go and hide in his cave and stay there for the rest of the day. But here he is, and in he goes into his new cage, and I'm sure he'll figure out that the cave is the warmest part in a second and go there and relax. But here he is. So newest addition is all settled in his or her new home, right over here next to me, chilling by the glass right now, but I'm sure he'll go in his cave in a sec. So with that being said, I don't actually have a name for this little guy yet. Girlfriend's gonna get biggest input on the name, of course, but if you guys have any name suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I will definitely be taking a look at them, because right now we don't really know what we want to call this little guy. So thank you for watching. As always, please leave a comment in the comment section if you have any questions at all. Doesn't need to be related to this video, can be related to anything. Hit the like button if you like the video, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Next couple of days, I'm going to be doing, hopefully, a tour of the whole apartment, setting up the axolotl aquarium, setting up Patilla's new cage. So it's gonna take a little bit just because school's starting right now as well. But I mean, just be patient, and I'll see you guys around soon.